Blessings, yo. You know the whole notion of being careful who you be with, share blood with, have children with, marry, connect with, link up with. Overall, because there's a deep reason for all of that shit, yo. We're here on earth to learn all about our own senses and the sensibilities, right? In our sensibilities. Meaning, we learn through the lessons of people, places, and things that are here to teach us through the mirror of who they are. Where it's a fun house, it's a labyrinth maze where in the middle of Egypt somewhere, it's hidden, it's underground, but it reflects upwards. This museum of mazes, this museum of mirrors. And if you think about it in a worldwide view, that's the stars above looking down at us, and we're looking down at each other, right? And we're learning from one another. We're all learning how to be human from all those that are not really human, but we're all here to choose who we want to be, who we are, and the energy we want to walk in, right? So when it goes back to really having children with people that, is good to us, but sometimes, the motherfuckers wasn't good to our minds, our hearts, nor our fucking physical, let alone our fucking family, A good amount of people lose shit. A good amount of people gain shit. And a lot of people, have some shit that they can't get rid of. But when it comes down to children, it's the same thing with humans in the adult form, in the grown bodies. Most are all here just to teach us who we are to ourselves, where they are they are the adult version in children's bodies, where they are our mirrors in the funhouse version, where we will learn ourselves more and more, through the children. Because, just like we're here to learn how to be human, not all children are human neither. And they gotta choose by how we see ourselves through the mirror's view. It's the same view as us adults really realizing that the generations before us really didn't stop a lot of shit, but hid a lot of shit in secrecy and basically groomed and conditioned us into doing the same thing. But a good amount of us, really ungroomed, unconditioned, and reconditioned and regroomed and relearned a lot of things, where the future generations generations after won't have the same secrecy. They won't have the same hidden talents of hiding shit. Uncle Ron Ron's always going to be pointed out as the one that's touching children. Auntie Betsy is going to always be pointed out as the one that's touching children. It's like, those things are always going to come out, but it's going to come out in the generations that we bring out in the unconditioned, ungroomed, learned ways of how we learn. Think about it. The most I got you. Have a good one. Bye. You got to take into account what has been done to children for the longest of time in order to understand why children are used against not only adults but against one another in order to continue the cycles of what adults already been through. The key is that you got to go along with whatever plan that other people have when it comes to their plans. You just got to pay mind to what the actual plan really is and why does it really need to include you. Because you got to understand, in order to break somebody, they do have to go through the children. They do have to go through your family. They do have to go through your friends in order to break you up into those many pieces that they need you to be. Why you think they start off with children? Think about it, or they start off when you were a child. Some people just don't want to change. Some people don't want shit to change. Some people want the debauchery to continue. Some people want the scams and the schemes going because they benefit more from everything continuing and everyone staying under the same program and staying systematically stuck in the system because it benefits the shit out of them, They keep the yachts, they keep the nice fancy, dinners, they keep all of those things. In truth, everybody can get those things. Yeah, think about it, but they gotta go through the children in order to hurt you, to take from you though. Know what the most I got you. Have a good one. Bye.